Okay, have I forgotten anything? No.
No.
It's time for some art.
And this is from a dream about a bloodied staircase with a prize at the top. So yeah. From lakes and towns and hellish maelstroms we've sprung to run the bloody run, to hope for the golden prize, unique to each of our failings. As heroes and villains and watchers of calamity, we draw our eyes upwards to the blood, the hidden dusty old man who points, and the golden prize. Each step taken is in our mortal shell, no magic vestments to heal our wounds, nor source from the ungodly. Don't you dare touch a drop, or you shan't make the top, not a drop of the sick blood from the bloodied man. The twist of the white stare, the dead man's white eyes stare, his looking fixed upon the stars, his blood flowing hot, forever to stop any hero braving their soul. Take the time to think, right next to the fire. Take the time to ponder your fate, right next to the flames. Take the time to warm your bones, as your next step might be your fatal last. We three, we climb to leave behind dusted imprints of those who came before. We go onwards, compelled by glory. All those who go, all those who come, once in 1,000 years, the hidden heights, the old man in bed, pointing his hands at our deaths, taking our souls in to make him young. His guarding the prize has taken its toll, but it's taken our lives. Screaming the triumph, the heat of the wind, the dusty laugh of the old man who points, knowing full well his torment is to begin. Thank you.
And then it falls to pieces. I'm going now. I'm going now. Sound. Then I'm gonna say we said you died. Then I'm gonna say we said you never leave. Then I'm gonna say we said I died. Then it falls to pieces. Then it falls to pieces. Then it falls to pieces. Thank you.
Alice is the genius behind all this incredible artwork up here. And I met Alice at the last Art Underground because she read a poem. So not only can she breathe fire, you know, do scientific things and all this stuff, you know, she can also read poetry, which is amazing. But specifically relating to your artwork, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about your role as a model and kind of how, is it like a really active role or is it more passive? Like, do you just kind of go along with what the photographer chooses, or, yeah, tell me about that.
Well, it really depends on the idea and the concept. So if I'm approaching someone else with an idea that I want to do, then obviously I have a bit more control and I pick the poses and the colours and the themes that I want to roll with, whereas I've had photographers and makeup artists approach me with their own projects and ask me to get involved with them, and obviously because they are using those images for their businesses and their schooling, then the outputs are more tailored to their needs.
Cool. And so what kind of themes do you like to explore in your modelling?
I like shapes, as you can tell. Everything's sort of just more forms, because I think that the human form is fundamentally, like, we're all the same, but we're all so different.
Right, here we go.
I get up with nothing much to do, another day closer to my grave. Pretty much like you, pretty much like you. Every day I want to purge my soul, still I'm not content. Every bit like you, every day too soon. All I know is a dead man's shadow doesn't stand so tall. Dead like him, it's dead like me. Only dead men know they have been alive. The rest of us live in a dead man's shadow. Only dead men know they have been alive. The rest of us live in a dead man's shadow. Let the search go on. Search go on. Hey! Broken dreams still fill my head. Please just go away from me. Send me up to him. Send me up to him. Hope is gone, I wonder where it went. I still search for it. Heaven's under it. Heaven's under it. All is now, the past has disappeared, buried in the ruins of desire. March on the new day. March on the new day. Only dead men know they have been alive. The rest of us live in a dead man's shadow. Only dead men know they have been alive. The rest of us live in a dead man's shadow. Let the search go on. Let the search go on. Hey!
This is a poem called Play and Rage On and On. Let the musician play on with his uplifting tune that covers me in a warm tone, which heals and soothes my battle scars. The hard and broken earth, that which this battle has waged for, has long since given up all hope of ever letting a poppy sprout and signal this land's regrowth. Let the musician rage on with harsh, deafening tones that would splinter the ears had these ears had the spirit to hear anything but the siren's scream. The soft and bubbling earth that sinks and folds, hiding the bodies and flowers from the horrors of war. Let the musician soothe us, our minds and bodies long since broken over the wheel of this world. The soft and broken earth grows to seed things rank and vile upon the back of a fallen army.
Find someone you don't know and just hug them. Close your eyes.
So easy, you start.
Just stare at them.
Okay, light and fluffy, to start us off. It's called Smart Cookie, and this is a true story. But you are a lump of cocoa-infused, intelligent, sweet-baked dough, he said, because I managed somehow in the midst of all this to rearrange my own pillow. But how raw and squishy I am, my friend, so kneadable and you there so feedable. But concerned about the ache of me swelling in your guts like a poisonous, puffed-up toad, not to mention the sugar nut load. See, I know, bro, I know. I am cocoa clever, perceptive, sweet, wheat-based dough. This is called To the Side of Alive. You stand 1 foot to the right of alive, dragging your meat around like an embarrassing friend. I'm skew riff and tilted, a pair of scissors opening to the left, crossing in the middle. Desperate to pull my flesh into this angle with ropes and heave-hos, prayers and peep shows. To snap sharp shut, cut the cord, the finish line ribbon, her shoulder strap. The fishing line of his appraising gaze hooked into my retina. Surely my nerves will be loosened to quake and my pulse will ripple louder without the obligations of pin pads and keyboards and cement and staying sober. We meet up for coffee and words happen, but the only bits that overlap are our respective overhangs, both dressing slightly to the side of alive. And this is called Inland. Sheets damp as a sobbed-in hanky, with angel sweat, tiger breath, and Jesus drool. I see clear as flame in this specific kind of dark. It was all leather and feathers and fur and fangs, not a fin nor a scale in sight to weigh the worth of anything. It doesn't make much sense today, though it did the night before. It's a wet more complicated than water or sex. I was swimming inland from the shore.
Can I have a round of applause for the soup? One of the reasons I like hosting is because you can just get rounds of applause for practically anything.
Now I'm going to do 2 poems. Okay, this is the first one and it's about music. This is the opening stanza about Mario Lanza. Did you dream about Maria Callas? Whoever she is. R.E.M., yeah, the last line was from them. A band who lost their religion. And unlike the white had stipe instead of stripes, who knew the end of the world as you knew it, not as they did. Who lost their popularity, it didn't get back to where they once belonged, like some collection of crawly insects. who formed a band complete with walrus, that tusked and mustached one knew the rock lobster in the full biblical sense. They made love in a shack painted black. They lay upon the stones, in coupling caused them to roll and jump like jumping jacks flashing in the night. 'Twas a holy night, not silent away in that manger, where Christmas Carol lived weaving her tapestry, so the walrus felt like a natural woman as the earth moved beneath her feet. That moody blue planet created by the divinals in the time of vinyl, touching selves into existence and dreams of music stanzas. So the second one is called Per Capita. The nation's capital, famed for its polys, many icons painted on Ngunnawal land, memorials, galleries, questacons, museums, national, all of them. More per capita of so many things, brings in the visitors. The homeless, more per capita, plenty of them, famous landmarks all, sitting around begging, bringing in the tourists, so many people thronging around them, gawking, watching their crazy antics. Their stories entertain, like the man hard done by thanks to housing, the woman who thinks she is an undercover police officer. The list goes on. Get a selfie with one, juggle a few if you're circus trained, graffiti one or two, use them as hood ornaments, cite them in an essay, ask what would Wittgenstein have to say. Post a small one to Albania, but don't talk to them.
This is the Serenade from the Student Prince. Overhead the moon is beaming, white as blossoms on the bough. Nothing is heard but the song of a bird, feeling all the air with a dreaming. Could my heart but still it beating, only you can tell it all, beloved. From your window give me greeting, hear my eternal afar. Soft in the tree sighs the echo of my longing, while all around you my dreams of rapture throng. My soul, my joy, my hope, my fear, your heart must tell you that I am near. Lean from above while I pour out my love, for you know to my life you are love. Oh, hear my longing cry. Oh, love me or I Overhead the moon is beaming, white as blossoms on the bough. Nothing is heard but the song of a bird, feeling all the air with a dreaming. Could my heart but still is beating, only you can tell it all, beloved. From your window give me greeting, I swear my eternal vow.
Because we put this on for free,
the only way that we can pay our feature artists is from the generosity of our audience. So if you think that Charles was amazing, feel free to put something in the jar and we will make sure that it ferries off to him. And you can thank him in the form of money.
A fishbowl full of honey fish.
And as you've noticed, all of our hosts start each section with some kind of prose, poetry, whatever. I didn't manage to write anything this month. I normally do. But what I did do is I discovered Googleisms. And Googleism is an interesting little tool. And oddly enough, the first thing you do when you have a tool like Googleism is you put your own name in it. Because what it does is it searches the internet and it cross-references your name with a whole lot of things and it spits out a whole lot of references. So, mine was fairly short because I have a fairly unusual spelling of my name. And I'd like to share with you Aaron, a Googleism. Aaron is the input array. Aaron is an array. Aaron is also joining Bruin Crew for her first year and is currently attending George Mason University in her junior year. Aaron is sorted in. Aaron is tense. Aaron is growing in her position as a leader. I'm starting to wonder whether my mother wanted a girl. Aaron is. Aaron is a character who lives and works as a surgeon and apothecary for a small town. Aaron is Afagara Shawar Ah. Aaron is a fine young woman who has excelled at everything she does, despite very difficult times in her life. Aaron is generally always looking evil. Aaron is the oldest of the children. Aaron is working out nicely. Aaron is down on Main Street.
Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong cause I'm in right. It's for sure enough for maybe that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey, can't be bad to feel so good. Never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking wood. There'll be smooth sailing cause I'm trimming my sails, with my top hat and my white tie and my tail. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong cause I'm in right. Ask me when will the day be, the big day may be tonight. If I seem to scintillate, it's because I got a date with a package of the best things that come with love. You won't have to ask me, I won't waste your time. But if you should ask me why I feel sublime, stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong cause I'm in right. Ask me when will the day be, the big day may be tonight. Sure enough for maybe that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey, can't be bad to feel so good. Never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking wood. There'll be smooth sailing cause I'm trimming my tails, with the bright shine on my shoes and on my nails. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong cause I'm in right. Ask me when will the day be, the big day maybe tonight, and I'm feeling quite so right. I got a hot day tonight, the big day may be tonight.
like a work kind of training session. I work in a cafe, and we got this weird thing, and I think it was very spiritual. So I decided to take this. I've replaced every word guessed with another one. So let's see how it goes. So these are the 9 commandments. Number 1, our God is the most important person in our business. Number 2, our God is not dependent on us, we are dependent on them. 3, our God is not an interruption of our work, they are the purpose of it. 4, our God does us a favour when they come in. They're not doing a favour by us waiting on them. 5, our God is part of our business, not outsiders. 6, our God is not just money in the cash register. They're human beings with feelings, just like us. 7, our God are people who come to us with their needs and wants. It is our job to fill them. 8, our God deserves the most courteous attention we can give them. They are the lifeblood of this and every business. They make it possible for each of us to receive a paycheck. 9, without our God, we would have to close the doors of our restaurant. Thank you.
So the first one's called The Builder, the Painter, the Cook. I will take a chisel and begin to chip away your thick surface. I will crush your pieces with wild swings of a mallet. I will take your dusty powder and throw it to the wind. Upon a stable surface, I will combine passion and self-acceptance. 2 parts respect, 3 parts loyalty. Carefully, I will pour the mix, placing bricks of honesty and confidence within. Layer by layer, I will build your frame. Over your foundation, I will roll coats of determination and hope. I will blend fiery red for excitement and green-blue for calm harmony. I will take a brush and paint streaks of kindness, value, and appreciation. Coat after coat, I will paint your colours. When the paint is dry, I will dice a bunch of opinions, feelings, and points of view. 2 cups of dreams, then half a tablespoon of understanding. I will beat together individuality and willpower, folding in a sense of humour. I will arrange this on a plate and garnish it with sensitivity. Recipe by recipe, I will cook your flavours. I cannot, should not try to change you to what I want you to be. If I cannot accept you, the one who needs remoulding is me. I was just 17 when I wrote that. Hopefully I've come somewhere since then. Anyway, here's a 9-year-old innocent smiley one. Summer roller skates. A beautiful morning, the sun shining bright. Oh yes, it would be just right for a bike ride with my best friend Kate. After that, we'll roller skate. We'll ride around the avenue, having fun, just me and you. We must go home and have a sleep. Pleasant dreams we'll always keep. And to get all dark and a bit freaky again. She and he. In the flooding darkness of night, the frogs and cicadas creak. The wind rocks her gently in its arms to the sounds of drumming car engines in the distance. From the local station, the night freight train can be heard passing through. Water runs from upper street houses to the drain beneath her feet as a tear bounces from her cheek into her trembling hands. Through the bushes, the dim light from the house glimmers. The curtain is drawn, she can't see inside. At the front door, yellow lights defend off darkness. Bushes stir in the misty, cool air. The streetlights act as barricades to the night, as moths make a hopeless attack. She does not move, she knows he is there. The frogs and cicadas cease their creaks. The streetlights flicker and die. The train has left the station, now hours until it will return. Surrounding darkness builds desperate anger within her. Silence engulfs her body. Explosions of tension surge, trembling screams of loneliness into the night. The front door opens. He peers outside. She stands alone, silent in the darkness. A tear bounces from her cheek into her trembling hands, but she does not move. She knows he is there. Thank you.
When I go back Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. You come along and you follow me, we'll go down Galley. Green, green, rocky roads, you're promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love. Little Miss Janie, run to the wall, don't you stumble, don't you fall and don't you think, don't you shout, oh when I sing you come running out. Green, green, rocky roads, you're promenading green. And tell me who you love, tell me who you love. Sold cracker to your mama. Sorry. Hookah sold a cracker to your mama. Chew tobacco if your mama chews tobacco. Hookah sold a cracker, yeah. Green, green, rocky roads, you're promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love. When I go back Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. You come along and you follow me, and we'll go down to Galley. Got them green, green, rocky roads, you're promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love.
Do you want to start us off then?
The frog flies north.
Flies. Flippant bow ties that frogs gorge. Okay?
Flippant. The act of rapidly showing the middle finger as a rude gesture to everybody in the immediate vicinity.
Rude. Lewd, crude attitude.
Latitude. Directions with erections.
Erections. Mountain poles, not hung.
Mountain. Ripples in the gravity field.
Gravity. That thing that happens whenever you wake up with morning weed.
I don't don't think that's weed, but
It looks like weed.
did your brother write that? Up, llama llama duck.
No. Llama. A hot guy we would all love to pat.